get an update on Kansas City. There have now been 2 juveniles charged in the shooting at the Chiefs Parade this week. This came out today. These 2 are being held at a juvenile detention center for gun charges and resisting arrest. Officials say more charges are on the way as the investigation moves forward, and the authorities believe the shooting, it really stemmed from a dispute between several individuals and escalated from there. Now, of course, you know, you look back on it, and we covered it at the time. It was such a tough day for this community, and they all gathered at a vigil to honor the victims of the shooting, including Lisa Lopez Galvin, who's a local DJ, radio DJ, and mother of 2 who was killed. One other note today, Taylor Swift did come out with a donation of about $100,000 to a GoFundMe for Lopez Galvin's family. Of course, Taylor Swift dating Travis Kelce of the Chiefs. All right, we're joined here in New York by Patrick McEnroe. Patrick, you know, is the tennis star of many, many years.
I don't know about that, but thank you.
Is going to join us from time to time to talk about sports and culture and all these kind of issues. So it's great to have you on set.
Thanks, Connell. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Australian Open, I know yourself.
Taylor Swift is there, by the way.
That's right.
Getting ready to do 7 shows there.
She would have been at this parade. Yeah. I mean, it's so amazing. One of the things we were going to talk to you about, talking about how sports and culture come together. It's like, you know, we were covering this the other day, and you have this event. Everybody's excited about it.
Yeah.
And it's almost like we can't even
enjoy that.
Something like this, right?
I mean, it's, you know, unfortunately, this is the current world we live in, and we can all scream from the hilltops about gun violence, about what we should do about gun safety and so on. And everybody's, you know, a lot of people have their version of what they think should happen, right? But the bottom line is, this is America. I mean, so we have to deal with this the way it is. And you and I were just talking in the break, you know, with our kids. I mean, my kids are in a public school here in the New York area. I get the 3rd email, the 3rd lockdown training happened for my 3 teenage daughters. And the truth is that that's just the way it is. And we, you know, whether things are going to change or not, we have to deal with this reality. And sports is supposed to be about celebration.
Yes.
You know, and the Kansas City, you know, unbelievable dynasty they're creating there, and then something like this happens. And it's gotten me thinking over the last, you know, couple of weeks too, Connell, is, you know, I'm a big X guy, Twitter guy. I mean, I follow it for my sports and for my politics, and my thing is just, it's loaded day after day with fights, with brawls, with people going after each other, and that sort of, to me, is what the bigger story about things like this are, is what's become of this world we live in. And is it because we see so much more now that we're aware of it that much more? But obviously you have these issues going on with gun violence, and it's just like people just do it now because they can.
Yeah, all of that is probably true. It's all true at once, right? Yeah. Because we don't know. This particular issue very well may have been some, you know, these kids that are involved, and there was, to the police, the point, there's some kind of a dispute between them. Right. Maybe it had nothing to do with targeting the parade. But it gets in your head, right? If you're looking at this, people love access to sports. You know, tennis is interesting, too. You go to US Open here in New York, and you get so close to the athletes. Yeah. It's almost like, are we going to get to a point where we don't have that kind of access anymore?
Well, let's hope not. I mean, look, I've had the privilege of traveling all over the world for many years because of tennis and seeing other sports. And I remember seeing as a kid, you know, these crazy brawls going on in Brazilian soccer stadiums or in South American arenas, and the hooligans of England. You think, that would never happen here. That could never happen in the U.S. I grew up going to the Ranger games and the Knick games as a kid. That was a huge deal to be able to go. And now we have to think about all this stuff every time we go, whether it's our kids going to school or it's going to the movies and now going to big-time sporting events. It's tragic, but in a way, it's our reality, so we all have to figure out the best way to try to deal with it moving forward.
There was the point you were making about kids earlier. There's this guy in Kansas City. We were about to have him on yesterday, but we had breaking news and we had to cancel the interview. But I saw him being interviewed elsewhere. Had a 5-year-old daughter, a local legislator out in Kansas City, and he said when he was in the train station with his 5-year-old daughter, she was calming him down. He's an adult. Right. Because, this is what he said. He said she had training in school. That was your point. Yeah. Only 5 years old, but that was her reality, that she said, Dad, you know, don't worry, I know what to do when this kind of thing happens.
I mean, you used to hear about this a lot for Israeli citizens, right, going through this. Remember El Al, the Israeli airline, they used to have all these security checks. And 20, 30 years ago, we thought, oh, that would never happen here. And of course, now all of that stuff does happen here.
Right.
And fortunately or unfortunately, people get used to what their reality is and what they have to deal with. And we, as American citizens, are getting used to this reality. And trust me, as I said, I travel all over, and people in other countries are like, what the heck is going on over there? Why can't you control this? But look, guns and the privilege to have guns is part of the American culture, right?
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.